I mean, the
Like it's 13.
staying and take the call.
Bobby. No, no. The legs is wrong. Go. Bobby. Hand. Okay. Okay, everyone. Bobby. Perfect. Legs. Hands. One more. Bobby. Perfect.
At least I have seen what it entails. I have done a lot of skills like footwork, gripping itself, knowing how these equipments are known as. I've learned in short a lot. Most probably I like to get into the sport itself. It has a lot to offer.
On behalf of the Modern Pentathlon Federation of Kenya, I'd like to thank Mr. Barham for his support and contribution to the development of modern pentathlon in Kenya. And we'd also like to thank the UIPM for providing us with technical support in the form of Ahmed and Mohammed. We are starting from scratch, finding our athletes, so we would like to spread the word to every school to consider joining hands with our federation in sourcing athletes, but also sourcing potential sports coaches willing to take on training in the skill disciplines being fencing, shooting, horse riding, swimming and running. In so doing, we'd like to start the basic level of modern pentathlon competition being the swimming and running, which most schools offer as a sport whereby we can develop a database of children who are capable of doing both events and put them into competition to compete against the rest of the world in an international database.
I think schools in Kenya always have very strong sporting ethos with regards to swimming and running. What we're trying to do at Hillcrest in partnership with the MPFK, and this is open to all schools, is that we're looking for those children who want to diversify slightly and look to other disciplines that are going to be on competition on a national and international level, whether it's Olympics and Commonwealth Games, with regards to disciplines like horse riding, fencing, and laser pistol shooting. At Hillcrest, we've had now for 2 years running a show jumping competition. We've invested in our own fencing equipment. Hence, one of the first things we wanted to do was to get the professional coaches you see to my left out here to supplement our own coaching efforts. And in the future, we hope to therefore introduce laser shooting as well, and effectively give the MPFK a base here at Hillcrest with which they can store their resources, pool children from the country together to find that next generation of athletes in the pentathlon field.
And so we are starting now for 2020. And we are starting for 2020 because we want to mold them, nurture them up to when they can compete effectively on international level. Being a very difficult federation or discipline, I have done the others in the past, like women's soccer, basketball, football, and now softball, and now this one. But this one is more sophisticated. It is not easy because it involves 5 disciplines. And those 5 disciplines are just as expensive. They are very expensive. And that's why we are starting early, to be able at least to get 2, 3, 4, 5. At that time, we would have done very well.
Which are the 5 disciplines?
The 5 disciplines these young men have been told is fencing, swimming, shooting, horse jumping, and running. You have to run and shoot, horse jump, and then fence, do the fencing. So we are starting early, and we are very grateful to Hillcrest, because they have come in as a partner to help us to grow. We want to grow together. And if we grow together, I'm very sure that we will meet our objective, which is 2020, to send young people, young girls and boys to the Olympics in Tokyo. And that is where we are heading ourselves. So we are starting early with a lot of effort. We need everybody to come on board to support us to be able to achieve our objective.